This is a quest guide video for the Saint of the Slums quest in Dragon Dogma 2. You're going to be picking this quest up in Vernworth right after you do the Caged Magistrate, and a little bit after like some story progress. When you're around this area, you should see two Beastren like people speaking to a person, the abbess they call her. This, like, she looks like a nun, I guess. And right after you see that interaction, you can go ahead and speak with her directly like this. And then she will basically tell you that she needs some special medicinal kind of like stuff. And she asks you if you can bring it for her. So you, of course, have to agree. And now you have to go find it. And what she's looking for is Miasmite, right? Which can only spawn at nighttime from these like phantom ghosts enemies that you find along the pathways as you're exploring the world. When you defeat these, more often than not, they will drop Miasmite or Rift Crystals. So you just need 3 Miasmites. So go ahead and defeat some of these at nighttime until you have 3. Then return to the abbess and give her all 3 of these so that she can progress to the next stage of the quest. This is going to lead to her giving you a tour of the place, and she's going to lead you down to where there's an NPC at the back left here who is Lobomir, and he is a sick Beastren who has a little bit of like worries about what's happening with the abbess and like a little bit of suspicions. So he's going to kind of give you these suspicions, and you're going to go ahead and turn around and leave the place. And as you leave, you should see that there is another like nurse or something that basically speaks to you and gives you a little bit of like information back to what's happening. Then you're going to return to Lobomir at his bedside over here, so just go ahead and speak with him. And now he's going to basically instruct you to have a look at the basement and see what's happening with this place, because he has a couple more suspicions. So he wants to find out what's happening in the basement and why people are going down there. So you need to gather evidence about the abbess to, like apprehend her. So what you need to do is make sure it's nighttime, so you can either sit on a bench and skip until it's nighttime. Then at the Gracious Hand, you're going to go downstairs. So the place where the NPC in the bed was, you're going to go downstairs. You're going to take the door on the right, and this will lead into one room. You can go through the next door, and then this will lead you to a bigger room, and then you're going to go through the curtain, like the little like net thing here hanging, and you should see there are 2 very important items you need to collect here. The first one is on the bookshelf called the Records of Treatment, and then there is another one that you'll find which is a unlabeled medicine, right? So find those 2 items. Once you have those 2 items, you can return to Lobomir and speak to him. You'll then get the option to give him both of these different things, the medicine and the records. You're going to go ahead and give him both, right? So give him one, he'll then talk about it, and then you're going to immediately give him the other one, and he'll also talk about it and give you like instruction of like what to do from that point onward. So he's going to instruct you to do 2 things. The first one is going to go to Checkpoint Rest Town to test if the medicine is safe, and the other one is to find 2 other sick people and ask them, what their opinions and stuff happened, I guess. So we're going to go to Checkpoint Rest Town first. So right over here, Checkpoint Rest Town. So you should see this should be marked on your map. There is a location to a house that you need to visit if you have the quest tracked. It's at this house right here. Just go ahead and make your way to this house. You should see as you walk in, immediately you'll be, shown with like a cutscene interaction with this guy. You'll give him the unlabeled medicine. He's going to tell you, okay, cool. He's going to test and figure out what it is. Please come back later. This means that you just need to come back like another day or so. So I just skipped 1 day ahead using the bench until it was the very next day. And then I returned to him and he gave me the medicine back, telling me that it wasn't really medicine. It's more like a poison, and nobody should be drinking this. Once you've done that, you can return to Vernworth, and we're going to be going to Walter's Tavern, which is located right over here on the map near the Gracious Hand. You just have to follow the road to the north from it. Once you get here, there's 2 NPCs sitting around this little campfire here and here. As you can see, you're going to speak to the first one. This is him. He's going to tell you basically his little story. I'll let you see that for yourself. And then you're going to speak to the second NPC who looks like this, and he's going to tell you his little story about, all the stuff that's happening and whatnot, so you can get like a little bit of like an understanding of what's happening. Now you need to go into nighttime because you're going to go to a secret meeting place, which will be marked on your map after you speak with those 2 NPCs. It will be right over here in the common quarter. So make your way here at nighttime. You'll see the abbess and a strange man are standing here. Once you get close enough, this will start a little cutscene. You'll see they're doing some sort of trade, and they're mentioning Lord Phases and something dodgy's happening here. After you witness this, you need to return to the Gracious Hand to go find Lobomir, and you'll see that he's no longer in his bed, and that other nurse Lottie is standing here, and she's going to say that he's now in the basement because he's like deteriorated, and your job is to go find him in the basement. Now if you're doing this directly after like the that secret meeting in the common place, you might have to wait for the abbess to make her way back here. So give it some time, because you're going to follow down here, down to the basement, basically to that room that you first went. If she's not here, give her some time to get back here. If she is here, you just have to run up to her and press the grab option, and you'll jump and you'll hold her down, and this will prompt a little cutscene saying several hours later, and you'll see that she has been arrested and she's being interrogated as we speak. And this is the end of the quest. You will get yourself 11,000 gold, 1,600 XP, and a quest completed. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.